We are so excited to have the Morrows with us this morning, and so they are here, and I'm going to hand it off to them and let them share what they do and who they are and those types of things. So here is the Morrows.
All right. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for having us. I think most of you know me, Thomas. This is Amy. We're Thomas and Amy Morrow. We've been missionaries in Zambia for the past 16, almost 17 years. We're members here at Grace. We've been members almost for 20 years, and a lot has happened this past year. Some of you have seen us on Facebook. I do a Facebook post every single day for the past 2 years. My name is Thomas Morrow. Just type in there, and you'll see me doing different things. But we did have a beard. Yeah, look for the beard. Anyways. Okay, so one major event that happened this year, some of you know, is that we had a fire at the orphanage. Now, this was not the entire orphanage, because our orphanage has several different buildings. And one of them was the dining room, kitchen, pantry. We had an electrical fire. There was a socket that was connected to the washing machine, and it melted and burned down that whole building. So we broke it all down, and actually there is one young gentleman there that was sent by a church there. He's been there for a full year, taught him how to do the pouring of the slab and making the footing and all that stuff. And so far, the progress on rebuilding is going well. We have one of the slabs already built, and we're really excited about that. He has one more slab to make, because we're going to now make 2 separate buildings. We're going to have one large dining room, and then we're going to have a smaller one that has the kitchen, pantry, and washroom. That way, if anything happens in the future, God forbid, that we'll just lose that small one. So anyways, we're really grateful to Grace for answering the call. We had it live on Facebook, where the fire was in the background. I was like, oh, here we are, there's a big fire. Anyways, so Grace actually took a collection, and you guys raised $23,000. Come on, woo! That was amazing, and I thank you so much for that. We did an estimation of how much it's going to cost for both buildings, and it's going to cost us around $50,000. So we're getting there. We're almost there. So anyways, another thing that happened this year was that our expansion on the farm. We did purchase a piece of property about 1.5 hours south of the orphanage, and it's 140 acres, and it's on titled land, which is a beautiful blessing. And we had a large expansion. We started growing our peanuts, peanut farm. We did like an acre just to test the ground, and this year we made 150 pounds of peanut butter. We make our own peanut butter, and it's great. I mean, no preservatives, no other things in there. So the kids eat lots of peanut butter. We also did beans, so we grew black beans. We also have our fruit trees, oranges, lemons, tangerines, guavas, all the other stuff, not including the bananas and other things, and also the tomatoes farm that's in our greenhouse. So anyways, we're really excited about what's for this coming year, and that we're even going to double that production. Anything that we have that's extra, we'll be able to sell it in the local village, other villages surrounding as part of the surplus. And so anyways, okay, I think we have a small short video, and this video goes really quickly, so Amy's going to read what's on there.
Terra Nova Farm was started in 2014. The land was purchased and development began right away. Our plants and trees are thriving. In 4 years, we've harvested more than 14 varieties of produce from our land. We're currently growing bananas, peanuts, tomatoes, oranges, lemons, tangerines, coffee, and more. The globe at the entrance is to remind passersby that Terra Nova is a global village that brings hope. Engineering Ministries International has partnered with us to help us develop our vision into a plan. The vision map includes creative homes for the children based on different cultures around the world, art and technology centers, land for farming and agriculture, and a community school. Our beautiful river and small harbor area will provide hours of fun for our children and tourists.
That's tomato trees there, 10 feet tall.
The goal of Terra Nova Farm is to allow the children's homes to be 100% self-sustainable. Thanks to our financial backers, EMI, and our team, we're moving forward with Terra Nova, the village of the future.
Isn't that beautiful property? There's more, lots more. Now the orphanage.
Terra Nova Children's Home 2018. Every life is a story, and every story an adventure. Thanks to your partnership, we're making a journey together. For 11 years, you have helped us redeem the stories of 33 children. They would not have lived or thrived without your support and our presence here. Babies who lose their mothers and often fathers have few places to go to receive support and assistance. Our home fills that gap by providing a home and a loving family. Every child's story is the beginning of a hope-filled journey. Mishek joined our family this year. And after beating intense illness, he's doing much better now. You helped save Mishek. Thanks for joining in on the adventure. This has been another year full of people, projects, and provision. We had new managers, Joel and Kelly, who came in May, and they continued to work on the home that Tom started last year. This home is a gathering place for meetings, for hanging out, and for morning prayer. We started construction on our art and science room this year. Kids will do science experiments, arts and crafts, and have room to be creative. On August 27th, our dining room, kitchen, and laundry room caught fire. It compromised the safety of the building, which had to be torn down completely. We were overwhelmed by the scope of the rebuilding project, but something amazing happened right here. Thanks to generous supporters, we are well on our way to reaching the goal to rebuild the kitchen and dining room. Aside from the large expansions and constructions, we still need people to join our team of child sponsors. We are building a family, and it takes time, patience, and a lot of love. Everybody belongs in family, and we're thankful you are part of ours. How many of you follow Tom on Facebook? Show of hands. Yeah, he starts every video with, "Here we are." So I think I tease him that that's going to be the title of his book. Here we are, but the subtitle of his book will be With God and Google, You Can Do Anything. Because he has done amazing things. You see him teaching the kids karate? That's YouTube. He learned how to do it on YouTube and he's passing it on to the kids. And it's an amazing demonstration of self-discipline that they're learning from him. I'm always so amazed to see him in there with 25 kids, all sitting quietly doing their meditation on their knees, and then getting up and doing the katas and going through the physical motions over and over and over again, and they never throw fits, and that's because they're getting this strong character that he's exhibiting for them. So this year, as Tom said, was a challenging one. I know many of you saw and followed along with the story of our triplets, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, who came to live with us at the beginning of February, and one by one the Lord took them home to heaven. And that was quite a challenging experience for us to go through. And even more so for one of our young ladies, Susan, who works with us. She was with each of those babies as they passed, and she had bonded with them so deeply and loved them so well. And when we took in Meshach, who came from a mother who had HIV, so his health was in very bad condition. He had stomach infections, he had meningitis and tuberculosis. He was 3 months old and weighed 5 pounds, sorry. So when Susan, who is the one who cares for the newborns, heard that we took a new baby, she refused to look after him. She was so scared of losing another baby. But we encouraged her that the babies that we take in belong to Jesus, and his hands are on them, and their story belongs to him. So whether they live with us for a short time or for a long time, that is not for us. Our job is just to be obedient. A little while later, and she took wonderful care of Meshach, but shortly after that, we were having our weekly staff meeting, and she raised her hand. She had something she wanted to say. She said, "Madam, I just want to thank you for teaching me how to love. Before I came to work here, I only knew I could love my mother and my sister. But now I know that I can love everybody." And that's God's work. That is what we've been waiting for. So our ministry is not just to these children, it's huge. We're taking these children, we are redeeming their lives. We're showing them in the physical sense what salvation is, that God takes us and puts us into families, and that he redeems our lives. Not for them it's physical, but for all of us it's spiritual as well. And so God has put us in there to care for these children, but our ministry extends beyond that to the young women and young men from the village that come and work alongside us, to the volunteers that come out. We have a young man who's from right here in Odessa, Brendan Wyndham, has been with us for a year. This is his second time. The first time he was with us for 6 months, and he's planning to come back. He wants to dedicate his life full-time to missions work. So that's another extension of our ministry, is pouring into the lives of young people. So if you think that God might be calling you into missions, you'd be more than welcome to come out and do an internship with us and get your hands dirty, see what life is really like, and you'll learn so much. We could go on and on about all of the things that we've experienced. We'd love to give you an update on our children as well, our own 6 children, because so many of you knew them when they were little, and our youngest is now 21. But if you would like to know even more about the work that we're doing, we would encourage you to join the missions meeting that's taking place right after the church service, and we'll be able to answer more questions and tell you all about the things that we're doing. But I would encourage you to think about what God would have you to do. You have been a part of these children's stories for a long time, but maybe he's asking you if you would like to do something more personally, to invest in their lives. We encourage people to become part of our children's global village, their family around the world, their international family. You can sponsor a child, and you can pray for them, you can communicate with them, you can get to know them, and by helping them financially, you're enabling us to do the job that we do. So please come and see us afterwards at our table and learn more about how you can help a child to grow up well and be strengthened in God's love. We also have a list of other things that we have going on. We're still working to get the rest of the funding for the building. We need to replace everything that was inside it, and we're building a classroom. There's just so much going on, so please do come to the missions meeting and learn more. And if you notice the colorful table out there, you can get a head start on your Christmas shopping. I know Christmas can be a dirty word before Thanksgiving, but I'm going to say it anyway. So come and get a head start on your Christmas gifts. We've got some great stuff. Thank you so much for letting us share about all that we have going on, and we'd love to tell you more after the service.